The early 2000s was not the best time for horror games. The newer Resident Evil and Silent Hill games were nothing compared to the old releases. The horror genre was stale. The horror community relied on older horror classics from 10 years ago, and some modern mediocre titles are using the same ideas from older titles. And then, Amnesia the Dark Descent came along, and the horror genre was revived. When I first played this game, I had to play in 1 hour increments because that's how genuinely scary this game is. When you fully get immersed into this game, it is terrifying. This game also blew up on YouTube when it first came out, with many YouTubers all around the world reacting to it and playing it. It was a massive success. While it did take inspiration from many other horror classics, one of the most obvious ones being from the Silent Hill games, it still inspired many other games nowadays. One element of Amnesia that really separated itself from the other horror titles, and even some older horror classics from many years ago, was where it takes place. The survival horror genre had taken games into many different locations, but a castle in 1839 was really refreshing. You really feel that fear of the unknown as you roam the castle halls, not knowing what lurks in the darkness. The atmosphere in this game is incredible. To add on to that, the main character you play as doesn't know who he is, why he's there, or what he's doing, which really helps set that tone of uneasiness. And it was executed perfectly, and it made the game extremely effective from the start. Another mechanic I love in this game is you can interact with almost anything in the environment. You can pick up boxes, chairs, barrels, and either place them back down or throw them across a room. As the game progresses, Amnesia manages to maintain that feeling of anxiety and dread. As you uncover the main character's past, maneuvering through the dark cryptic halls, you also have to deal with the Shadow. This is a creature which keeps the pressure on the player throughout the entire game. It also quickly became one of horror's most iconic monsters. This remains true to this very day. It also introduced stealth, which you would use whenever the monster chases you to hide. If the monster catches you, you can only take one hit and then you're dead. You not only have to worry about a creature constantly roaming in the shadows, but you also have to maintain Daniel's sanity by staying in an area that is lit, which can be very difficult in a castle with very few windows or sources of light. However, to help with that, you can find tinderboxes all around the castle, which you can use to ignite light sources such as torches or candles. You won't always have enough tinderboxes to light one area, so you have to be careful with how many you use in each section. If you do run out of tinderboxes, you have your lantern, which is fueled by oil, which can be also found throughout the castle. You need to be careful when using this lantern as well because it runs out of oil really fast. Your sanity can decrease whenever you witness a paranormal event, such as a door opening. As your sanity decreases, strange things may occur, such as your vision going blurry. In normal mode, you can't be killed by your sanity, but on hard mode, you can. You can keep your sanity up in 2 ways. The first being solving puzzles, the second one being staying in the light. Amnesia nailed every element from atmosphere, fear, and a compelling story. Another thing that was done really well in this game is the puzzles, which weren't so easy a child could do it, but good enough to keep your attention. A lot of these puzzles revolve around you interacting with objects in the environment. If you find a crowbar, you'll have to use it soon. If you find a key, it'll open whatever door in the puzzle section you're in. Without all these compelling elements, Amnesia would not be nearly as big as it is today. Sure, there are modern day horror games that are way better, but there's no denying what Amnesia did for the genre at the time. Horror was on the brink of extinction, but Amnesia completely revitalized the genre and still inspires modern day horror games nowadays. Whenever you think of survival horror, you should always think of Amnesia. That's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to let me know your favorite horror game in the comment section below. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.